I do apologise for the audio quality in this video. I'm so upset. This guy is currently not plugged in to anything because I've been having technical difficulties. Yes, I have been. I've had a day yesterday. Let me tell you that. My old / work laptop has been on its... Hello? It's been having battery issues for a while, and I've been playing how long can I make it work until it just breaks, and it broke. So I've tried to download my audio software onto my new laptop, and I don't know what settings I had on my old laptop because the new laptop just sounds awful. It sounds like tinny and metallic and like not great. So I've had to take my old laptop in to get fixed, and it could take a week. Yay! So I do apologise. I really need to film today though. I need to get some content up. I have uploaded every single day for the past nearly 2 years, so I'm not going to let a broken laptop stand in the way of that. So like and subscribe. After all that, like and subscribe. I'm very sorry. I will try and get my audio back on track as soon as possible. I will try and make this video sound as good as possible, but I'm just working with my camera audio today. Sorry. Anyway, let's jump into it. I'm gonna do a get ready with me, okay? I'm gonna use some those eyeshadows. I'm gonna talk about a situation that it's now turned into a series, to be honest. It's now turned into a series. I did not expect or think that it would turn into a series. Here we go. Guys, things happened. I'm just going to jump straight into it. I'm going to use a primer today. Is she okay? She's using a primer. This is my Beauty Bay Glow filter, and I want just a little bit of glow. I want to see. I'm not really a glowy person. I never ever use primers, but you know what? Today is the day. I'm just going to do... Is that enough? We'll see. Yeah, so something's happened and I don't know how to feel about it. I need your help. I need my girlies and my guys. There's only like 2% of guys, but you know what? I need you too. We're all involved in this. I'm just gonna rub it in with my hands. I have started a bit of a series. I always love to talk to you guys about my dating stories, some absolute horror stories, some funny stories, some sad stories, some happy stories. I just love talking about dating here on my channel because, I don't know, it's just nice to talk about. It's nice to get your guys' advice, and I think that it's like, you know, if I'm going through that pain and torture and suffering, I might as well monetize off it, you know? JK, but something's happened. I'm going to spot conceal as always with my NYX Pro Fix Stick. I always like to use this just underneath my foundation just to make sure that I do have a clear base so my foundation doesn't have to do too much heavy lifting. So, okay, let's take it back. Let's take it back a little bit. About 2 months ago, I made a video talking about a dating singles in-person event that I went to, and I did a whole video talking about all the very strange characters that were at that event, all the people that I met, the good, the bad, the ugly, I'm just gonna say it, and that video went down really, really well. You guys loved it. We had a bit of a laugh, and I did mention in that video that there was a guy that I started talking to and we hit it off and it was great. That was the end of part 1. Part 2, I actually filmed last week. Okay, so this is a very, like, these 2 parts have happened pretty close together, unbelievably close together, actually. So I filmed a video last week talking about the guy that I had met at the dating event, and I had talked about how he had ghosted me. He had just ghosted me. We'd made plans to meet, and then he just hadn't confirmed them. He hadn't given me a time or a place. We knew that we were going to meet on that day, but I didn't know any other information. I came onto YouTube. It had been ages, okay? It had been a while. I always like to keep some space between my real life and then my YouTube updates, just for privacy reasons, just to like reflect, just to make sure I'm okay with everything. You know, I don't like to just run onto YouTube whenever something happens. I like to give it a little bit of time. So I thought, you know what? I've given it some time now. I'm gonna tell my YouTube girlies and guys that this guy has ghosted me and I feel upset about it. So I really need to focus on my Project Pan products today. So I'm going to use some Project Pan products. So my Project Pan foundation routine is my Urban Decay Hydromaniac. This is officially in the Project Pan. I'm really close to finishing this, so I hope I can get it done pretty soon. And then my Uoma by Sharon C foundation is what I like to mix in with it, because the Urban Decay is slightly too pale for me, and it's also not the best coverage, so this one just balances it out. I've also cracked the lid of this foundation somehow. Can you see that? I don't really know how that's happened, but I've completely cracked the lid, which is nice. So, I filmed the video. I filmed the video last week, and I say, guys, I'm really upset. Like, this guy, I really liked him. He's completely ghosted me. I don't know what's going on. And you guys gave me some like really good advice in the comments. And I got so many beautiful DMs. And honestly, it's like a sisterhood with some bros in there. As I said, like 2% of my audience is men. So shout out to you guys. But it was a really nice experience. The day that I filmed that Get Ready With Me, and bear in mind, like I said, I'd let a lot of time pass. The day I filmed that Get Ready With Me, guess who pops up? Guess who pops up onto my phone? And I know what you're thinking. You can't just ghost and then come back. Well, he had a pretty damn good excuse. I'm just going to say that. He had, we'll go into it. So in the video, in part 2, this is now part 3. As I said, it's now a series. I didn't expect it to be a series, but here we go. In part 2, I kept saying, oh my god, what if he's like really hurt? Or what if he's like done something? What if he's in the hospital? And I've even been saying to my friends as a joke, he better be in the hospital. He better be dying. He better be in the hospital, because this behaviour is really rude. And you guys agreed with me in part 2. This behaviour is not acceptable. To plan a date, half plan a date with someone and then just leave them hanging is not acceptable behaviour. And I said to so many people, the only way that I would ever accept an apology is if the guy was dying or something. Well, wishes do come true. So he was in the hospital and he was nearly dying. I've never been so happy to hear that someone was in the hospital. That's a joke. That's a joke. So yeah, update. I cannot believe that the day I film my Get Ready With Me talking about being ghosted, he pops back up again. He sent me a letter of his physio appointment to prove to me that he had been quite severely injured. He has gone into depth about his injuries. I won't go into it, obviously. I do respect privacy somewhat, and I won't really go into what happened to him. But he was in the hospital and he did not have access to his phone, and I believe that because of his job. I've kind of spoken about, he has a pretty hectic job, and so I do believe that he was in the hospital without access to his phone for a while. So yay, question mark. So the good news is I wasn't ghosted. It's not me, it's him. When his name popped back up on my phone, girlies, I was fully ready. I was ready to do the I'm worth more than this. You can't just ghost me. You can't just pick me up whenever you feel like it, and da-da-da. I was ready to do the whole like feminist girl boss thing. But he proved to me, he sent me things that kind of proved that he had been pretty severely injured, and that he didn't ghost. Well, he did, but for an alright reason. And I said from day one, that is the only excuse I will accept. And he must have heard me, because he was like, okay. Okay, the concealer I've been using quite a lot recently is from Essence. This is the Camouflage concealer, and I spent so long thinking that this was way too dark for me, and recently I've realised that it's actually not, so I have been using it quite a bit, and I've really been enjoying it. I'm so conscious that the audio of this video is going to be so bad. I'm so sorry. I'm so annoyed. I went in, little side note, okay, little interval from the dating. I went into the phone, like, computer repair place today, and I was fully expecting for them to just, like, bish bash bosh, then and there, tell me what was wrong with it. They have to wait, like, a week. They're gonna diagnose it tomorrow, they said. Okay. And then they're gonna have to order things in, and they're gonna have to do this, that, and the other. It's like, oh, don't you know? I need it though. I do have another laptop, like I said, but I don't know what settings I had it on. And I have tried. I spent yesterday literally talking into this thing, going like, this is an audio test, and then trying so hard to figure out the settings. I just can't do it. I'm sorry. I don't know how I did it before. I can't do it. I remember it being an absolute nightmare before, so I just hope that I can get this laptop back. What is that? What is that? I just hope I can get this laptop back so I can just copy the settings from one laptop to the other. That's all I want. Oh, my skin is not playing ball today. Hang on, I think my sponge is a bit too wet. 1 second. So yeah, I guess I'm talking to this guy again. But the thing that worries me a little bit, he has been on a lot of pain meds. And so, to be fair, his communication is a lot better than it has been. I mentioned in the first part, well, the second part technically of this video, that his communication was not great even to start off. He's been communicating great. So, I mean, that's one good thing, but he's on a lot of pain meds, and I don't really know when I'm going to see him again, because obviously he's a bit, you know, loopy right now. He is a little, bless him, he's... So yeah, he might have to have an operation, which is great. So who knows what's going to happen. I have absolutely no idea, but for right now, I'm putting it on hold, you know, I'm just gonna let him do his thing. And then we'll see. But yeah, he didn't ghost me. He just nearly died. Good news. Good news. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. So how's everyone else going? I feel like my life is constant, oh my god, this belongs on Coronation Street. You know, I feel like my life, it's never quiet. It's never just like chill and just like, even this morning, running around town trying to get my laptop done. Like, oh god. I can never just have a chill, easy week. Something always has to happen. I'm going to use my Catrice under eye brightener, by the way. I always forget to talk about powder when I do my full face get ready with me's, but I'm going to use this Catrice. It is pretty brightening, which is great. I feel like I need that with these dark circles. Ugh. I feel tired. I'm still not very well. I mentioned in a video recently that I've not really been very well. I'm still not great. I'm not sleeping like at all, which is lovely. I've had 3 periods back to back. Started again at the gym last night, which was a nice one. I had to run out and DIY, you know, ladies, you'll know. So that's really, really good. I had my blood test come back, all fine, which I mean is great, but what's wrong with me then, you know? I went through all that for nothing. I hate blood tests so bad. And they all came back fine, which is even more annoying. I'd rather have a blood test and it all come back like I'm dying, because then at least we know what to work on. But yeah, it all came back fine, which is sick. Okay, for my bronzer, I think I'm going to use my Beauty Bay palette. I have this in a Project 10 Uses. I don't really like it. I've kind of come to the conclusion I'm not the biggest fan of this, but the bronzer's fine. I don't know, it's just like boring. It's just so boring. Look at it. Okay. I've said before, because I've got such a big makeup collection, things need to stand out, and I mean, this just doesn't. It's just boring. I'm sorry. This bronzer does look a little green as well. It looks very olive tone. So if you have olive tone skin and you're looking for a bronzer that is like slightly greeny, this would be great for you. So yeah, let me know, is this a good enough reason to ghost? I feel like it is. I feel like it might be, because I mean, I did say, as I said from the beginning, the only excuse I would accept is that he was in the hospital, and here he is. My face looks so cakey today. I don't really know why. I'm just gonna hope that the longer my makeup's on, the more it kind of molds and meshes to my skin. Sometimes when you put makeup on, it only looks good until like 3 hours later when it has a chance to kind of settle a little bit. I think I'm breaking out so bad as well because I've had 3 periods back to back. Lovely, love that so much for me. And my skin knows about it, like all around my nose, on my forehead, not the best. I've gone and got a bunch of staple, tried and true skincare products today as well when I was in town. So I'm hoping that I can just get it under control a little bit more because, oh, she's struggling. And I would like clear skin for my birthday. Please. I don't want to go into 24. Oh my god, I'm 24. With acne. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, got no idea if/when I'll ever see him again. Who knows? I'm gonna use my Essence Pure Nude blush, I think. This is one, again, I think it's in my Project 10 Uses, and I'm just kind of working on it, seeing how I feel about it. Just not putting too much pressure, but I kind of want to experiment a little bit with it. This isn't too pigmented, but it does give a slight kind of glowy pinkiness to the skin. This was in my chopping block series. If you haven't seen that, it's a whole deal. It was great. I loved doing it. I basically went through my whole makeup collection as if I was doing a declutter and got out all of the products that I wanted to test and products I didn't really know how I felt about. And this was one of them. And I actually do quite like this. It's very subtle. It's a lot more subtle than I normally go for. But I think for like chill days, it's quite nice. It just adds a little bit of life, which I like because I am so pale. Okay, that's the blush. It's not too much. I feel like this would be a really good blush to kind of layer with a more like pigmented, crazy blush. But for today, that's fine. That's fine. Do you have like a hair on my nose? Okay, I'm just going to use the highlight in my Pan That Face palette. I really want to get as much use on this as humanly possible, and so you're going to be seeing a hell of a lot of this, unfortunately for you, or maybe fortunately for you, if you love this product as well. Here we go, we can share the love. But my Pan That Face palette would have been maybe the last video live, or the second to last video live on my channel, so definitely go and check that out if you've not already. My Pan That Face palette update this month was crazy good, so if you are into Project Pans, I would recommend that because, oh my gosh, it was really good. I think I might have all of my products finished by the end of the year, which obviously is the goal, but for a very long time I was thinking, are we actually going to be able to do this? I think we will. I think we'll just manage to finish them, which is great. Because that's the aim. That's the aim of the game. Okay, like I said, I'm going to use some Pan Those eyeshadows today. I'm just going to prime with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. As always, I just like to pop this on. at the start of every single eye look. I keep trying to speak into the mic and it's just not plugged into anything. So I don't know why I keep like leaning. I think it's just force of habit, but everyone keep their fingers crossed for my poor laptop. It will be able to be fixed. It's just like how much money is it gonna take? Like, I've already lost one job and now it's school summer holidays, so I'm not being paid for my other job. So I'm just on YouTube income this month, which would be fine if my laptop didn't break. It's always when you least want something to happen, something happens. Okay, so like I said, I've been really poorly over the past, honestly, few weeks. So I've not got the best use on my Pan Those eyeshadows, so I'm going to do a Pan Those eyeshadows look today. I'm going to start with my Odens Eye Morgan Turner eyeshadow palette. I really love this. This at first glance probably isn't something that I would reach for often, but these like smoky purples, oof, sign me up. So this is the shade in my Pan Those eyeshadows, Giggle. So I'm going to start with this and I'm just going to pop this all through the crease. Just really messily. I'm probably not going to do a super like intense eye look today. I'm probably just going to do something kind of smoky with obviously a super bright duochrome because duh, you gotta. Just some like feel good, because I need that. I need some feel good makeup. Feel good, super glittery, shimmery makeup. Yeah, that's what I'm ordering today. I don't think I'm gonna have any pans in my Pan Those eyeshadows for this update, but I am gonna try and get some bonus pans. I filmed a video recently talking about all of the eyeshadows I want to hit pan on in my makeup collection. So again, if you've not seen that video, go and check it out. And a lot of those shades were very close to pan, so I'm hoping, let me know if this sounds good to you, instead of, like, obviously I'll still try and hit pan on my Pan Those eyeshadows, I'll still use them as much as I can, but with the knowledge that I probably won't have pan, I'm thinking of just trying to focus this week on eyeshadows that I've nearly got pan on in my like greater collection, just in my normal collection. And then I can showcase those pans at the end of my Pan Those eyeshadows, just to like, you know, I want to show you something. So I don't know, we'll see. I would like to deepen this up a little bit, just a little bit. I think I'm going to go in with Date Night, which is this like super deep purple. I love this shade so much. And I'm just going to pop this on the outer corner of this look. I'm going to bring it in. I did a smoky purple look with this palette in my last video as well, talking about how I was ghosted, but not actually ghosted now that I know the full story. So, hey, oh my gosh, keeping the theme. So now that that's smoked out a little bit, I'm going to switch palettes. I'm going to dip into the Pastel Roses A Tale of Frozen Dreams. This is another palette in my Pan Those eyeshadows, so I am going to use this duochrome that I have. And the shade is Daydream, which is this like purple to greeny teal. Beautiful. So that will go really well just on this lid. Oh, it's so magical. And the purple flip is on the outside, so it really, let's see if I can show you. There we go. Can you see that there? That's what we're looking like. Cute. I think it looks really good. I'm really happy with it. I think I want to do a blue wing. Maybe. So I'm going to change palettes again. Yeah, again. We're using 3 palettes in one look, but that's okay. Because I'm just playing around today, okay? I'm just playing. I'm going to use my Pan That palette, which is a mix of That's Taupe and Blue Moon. And I think I'm going to go in with the super deep blue. Okie dokie. I'm going to go in to this shade. I'm going to fill up my brush. Okay. I really should have done eyes first, now thinking of this, but that's okay. Blue is my happy colour. I always say this. I love putting like a pop of blue on if I'm feeling like upset or if I'm feeling a little bit low or a little bit ill. Blue just makes me feel so much better. So I'm gonna do it. Oh yeah, with like a deep blue liner in the waterline. I think so. I think so. I need to do a blue wing more. When I rolled in my Pan That palette, I had the intention of doing a blue wing a lot more than I actually do. I thought I would use this deep blue like loads, and I just haven't. I think what it is when I do an eye look, I always get scared to do a wing because I feel like I'm gonna ruin it. Like, I feel like that's really cool and really like smoky and yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Well, this is the moment of truth, actually. I won't speak too soon because I've got to line these up. Hang on. Okay, a little wonky, but that's fine. That's fine. I don't really care that much. When my lashes are on, you're not going to be able to see it. Cute, cute. And then I'm going to put Lumi on the inner corner. Duh. Duh. I got to. I got to. I'm hoping that in the next... Well, from now on, basically, I'll be doing my makeup a little bit more because I've really not had the energy this month so far. Yeah, it's been a bit of a bad health month, but that's okay. That's okay. We continue and we strive to get better. To be fair, I feel a bit better now I know I've not been ghosted. You know, that makes me feel a little better. As always, I'm going in with this deep brown shade for my brows. It's just what I use in my brows every single day. I did finally trim my brows as well. Oh my god, I needed to do that for so long. Every time I did my brows, I was like fighting with my brow hairs to try and fill in my brows. And now I can literally just fill them in and they look so much more like clean. Oh, I needed to do it. You know, jobs that you just need to do for ages and you just don't? Yeah. That was doing my brows. And now look at them. Yes! Oh, you don't realise what a difference it makes until you do it. Oh, look at that. That's a clean brow. Yes. And I know exactly what eyeliner I want to pull. I want to pull my Essence X Superman. This is probably my favourite eyeliner in my collection. And I was not expecting it to be a favourite, but this is so creamy and it glides on and it is so pigmented. I just love it. This whole Essence Superman collection was garbage. Garbage. But this was so good. I don't really understand how this was so good and the rest of the collection was so bad. But hey, I'm not here to judge. Well, technically I am because I did a review, but you know. It's got a bit of a purple duochrome to it, so it kind of pulls in the purple that we did at the start of this look too. Stun. Stun, stun, stun. Love. Yeah, my face is looking very cakey today. So that's nice. You know what? I'm not really planning on going anywhere nice, so it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. I don't really know what's going to happen with my dating. I went on Hinge again for a little bit when I thought I'd been ghosted because I thought, you know what? I need a bit of a boost. I need a bit of a pick-me-up. I need some... you know, a bit of an ego boost. What are men for if not an ego boost? I'm joking. But I very quickly realised that, I mean, I hate Hinge. I very quickly realised that I don't want to be on Hinge because I am not that desperate for an ego boost. I had one guy ask me to pose for him after like a day of talking. No. And then he got all offended that I wouldn't pose for him and that I called that really creepy. Because I'm not being funny. It is really creepy. To ask a total stranger to pose for you? No. No. So yeah, I very quickly came off Hinge. It took about 2 days. And then I was like, you know what? No. I've got a blue blob. I don't know why. That's nice. So yeah, if you ever feel like you need an ego boost, don't go on Hinge. That's my advice. So I'm not really on anything right now. I'm not like exclusively waiting for this guy, because I mean he is dealing with his own battles right now, and I don't think his mind is on me, and that's okay. You know what? As I said, he's got a good excuse, so it's fine. But a lot of you guys were saying in the last video, like, oh, it sounds like he's married, like he's definitely married. I mean, he could be married. He could be. But I don't think that was the reason why he ghosted. Well, it could be, he could be a massive liar. He could have forged a hospital note to show me. Everything's possible. Anything is possible in this world. So, you know what? I don't know what to believe. I'm feeling a bit of a pinky lip today, which I don't normally do, but I feel like with this look, it would kind of go. So I'm going to use my Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip, and mine is in the shade Strawberry. This is like the OG Juicy Glossy Lip product, and I've not used mine in quite a while. And then this lip liner is Oh Snap. Just in case you wanted to know, from Colourpop. This is a little bit cool tone, actually. I don't know if this is going to work. We'll see. Yeah, I think it just makes a nice border, actually. That can work. Almost like a little shadow. But I feel like lashes always make a look. So, I'm going to pop my lashes on. Yeah, lashes just make every look better, in my opinion. That's my opinion. If you don't like lashes, that's fine. Don't come for me, please. But for me, I feel like I've got used to my face with lashes, and I cannot do my makeup without adding lashes. Like if I'm not wearing makeup, I don't really care that much. But yeah, with makeup, I have to add lashes. I don't know where my tweezers have gone. Oh, I don't know. There's so much stuff on my desk right now. I don't know where anything is. Oh, where are my tweezers? Oh. I'm gonna have to use these because I don't know where my tweezers have gone. That's okay though. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. Oh, and these have got lash glue on them. No, stop it. Not today. It's been a day. Oh my God, it's been a day. You see what I mean about lashes? It just elevates it a little bit. Makes it more like dramatic. And I know these lashes need to go in the bin. I know, but I'm the type of person that uses my lashes until I literally cannot anymore. I have bought new lashes, but here we are. No, don't do it again. Oh, I was going to say, it was sticking to this. Because these like tweezery things I used with those like semi-permanent lashes, the glue on them is insanely hard to get off. And it just sticks to everything. I don't know where my other tweezers are right now. So they're just going to have to do. Here we go. Here we go. I think it's a hair down kind of look. I just wiped my hair up because it was raining this morning when I needed to go out. Yeah. But here we go. Okay, hair down kind of look. Yeah. It's not styled or anything, so just bear with me, please. Okay. Here we go. Ooh. Ooh, I'm not the happiest with my skin. I feel like my skin looks a little bit textured. My skin, I mean, it is, because it's breaking out. But it's fine. Ooh, volume who? I'm sorry. But here we go. This is the end of this little update. Part 3 of my dating event journey. We'll see if there's a part 4. Maybe there will, maybe there won't be. But what do you think of this whole ordeal? Let me know all your thoughts down below. What would you do in my situation? Thank you so much for all your advice and all your support on my last video about this situation. You guys did not hold back. You were Team Caitlin all the way, and I love that. I love that. So yeah, I'm sorry again about the audio. I will fix it as soon as I possibly can. I'm dreading editing this because I'm one of those people, I want it to be perfect, and I know that this video won't be because of the audio, so I'm so sorry. I hope it's not been too bad, but the next few videos will be like this as well, so soz about that. But this is where I'm gonna love you and leave you today, guys. I hope you have an incredible day. Like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.